to go to a rehearsal space and practice, while the other guys were out goofing around and doing nothing. And because I had the idea, I was like, oh man, there's rehearsals. This is LA. Like, tons of people rehearse here. So there has to be somewhere where there's a drum set, and you pay $10 an hour, and I'd go for 2 hours or 3 hours, and it was all my money. But I was like, I don't want to say what if I had gone to the rehearsal space and practiced. So that was a huge, I think that's why I won, honestly. Like, I don't even, the solo is whatever. Like, I spent a lot of time planning it, but I think that I won because of the amount of time I put in to prepare it. And it resulted in, I think, the best product that I could have made. Yeah. That was my strategy. Thanks. Any other questions?
Yeah. Is it important for a drummer to know how to play other instruments as well? And how much does it help?
Say your question again on the mic.
Is it important that a drummer knows how to play other instruments as well? And how much does it help?
I don't think. Okay, I don't think it's super. It's not make or break important. I don't play another instrument well. Like, and I'm not even being modest, and I would like sit down and blaze on a keyboard, like I actually don't. I play a little bit of bass, but I would never say I play bass. Never. Because I have friends that play bass, and they play bass. I don't play bass. So, here's what I think. Okay, so growing up, I didn't know anything about. I didn't really know anything about like music theory, how notes work, how chords work, what's meant to go together and what's not, and why. And it didn't really affect my upbringing as a drummer. But knowing how music works is important. It is. It doesn't mean if you don't know how to if you don't know what a C major chord is, that you can't play music and can't have a great career in it. Because it's not true. You can do it. But for your own sake, it'll the more you understand, the more you'll be involved in the whole thing. And the more you'll be excited about the whole thing. And the more you'll be able to react, you know? Because with a little bit of bass, I do know how to play. Like when I'm playing with a bass player, and I do play in a duo, a drum and bass duo, like I know what he's doing, I know what he's thinking, I know what he's capable of, like what's physically possible on the bass, and I know like what he might be thinking. And he knows the same because he understands the drums. So I would say playing an instrument isn't like important. Like I don't really care at all if anyone can play like 4 instruments. In fact, usually if you can play like 10 instruments, you usually like, I don't want to offend anyone, but I know guys that play like 10 instruments, but they're not, like they'd be better at one instrument. Like they're all like, instead of being here on drums, they're like here on saxophone, oboe, drums, and everything. So, it's not epically important, but understanding music makes music more exciting, I think. In my opinion. That's something I'm trying to work on right now. It's really just a deeper understanding of music and writing. Because I just didn't do a lot of it the last few years. So that's a personal goal now as well. It's fun, man. It's an endless pit, music. Good question. Next? Yes. Our Latin drummer.
Is that all jazz pattern using triplet stroke or others?
Say again?
Is that jazz pattern using triplet stroke or others?
I'm not understanding your question. Maybe you can ask Lawrence in